Some time ago, a piece of news about China rushed to the hot search of various countries. US satellites passed through the upper reaches of China's Yangtze River. An incredible scene was discovered. China has made a big move to transform the desert. Spend 3 billion yuan to build a black technology project. Western countries are envious and want to learn. What is this project that shocked the world? How did China do it? Thank you for watching our videos. If you want to know more about what's happening in the world, don't hesitate to click to subscribe to our channel. I believe my videos won't let you down. Once the United States dispatched satellites to secretly take pictures of China. The result is not to shoot do not matter a pat to startle. I saw the image from the satellite. Suddenly, a patch of green appeared. The originally barren desert on Chinese soil. Now it has become an oasis after an oasis. And on one of the oases, there is also a huge power station. American experts were shocked. The power station is revered by scientists as the artificial sun. It is currently the largest solar thermal power station in Asia. It is also the first super mirror power station in China. It is composed of 12,000 mirrors. A solar thermal power station that carries out power generation operations, equivalent to 100 megawatts of installed capacity. This technology is the first of its kind in China. Whether it's the United States, Japan is also a country, such as the European Union. None of them can achieve this technology, but China did, and it has been put into production. It is different from traditional photovoltaic power generation. The Super Mirror Power Station can achieve 24-hour continuous power generation. This is thanks to its up to 10,000 sided mirrors, and there is also the tallest heat-absorbing tower, and the longest continuous power generation time, even on rainy days and nights. This power station can reserve solar thermal. This allows for continuous power supply. And what most unbelievably American experts, it is the 10,002 dry mirror of the power station. Solar energy collection is carried out with mirrors of such a huge scale. Such an idea is beyond the imagination of the United States. Not to mention that every mirror looks like a sunflower, can move with the movement of the sun, store all the sunlight. The area of each mirror is 155 square meters. This mirror is not large. The inside is integrated into the world. State-of-the-art thermal conversion technology. It is the mirror with the highest thermal conversion rate for workers in the world, because the mirror has to absorb light energy continuously. So experts also specialize in mirrors. The armor is designed to prevent wind and sand and lightning and ice mold, in order to ensure that the mirror can be operated intact. According to statistics, after the construction of this artificial sun in China, every year more electricity can be generated 900 million degrees, sending a lot of electricity support to the local people. The United Nations was also shocked to hear the news. Know that electricity is a problem for the whole world, even the United States, which describes itself as a developed power. There have also been problems with the lack of power supply after a snowstorm. Even more than 1,700 employees did their best to recover. At the height of the storm, more than 100,000 people are still at risk of power outages. Know that this is a snowstorm attack. The absence of electricity means the loss of hope for electronic heating. Locals can only warm their bodies according to their own abilities, struggling through this biting cold. Although this power station in China is located in Dunhuang, there will be no problems with insufficient heating. But locals also need to blow electric fans and turn on air conditioners. Dunhuang has more than 3,250 hours of sunshine throughout the year. Not when the temperature starts to rise. Both herald an unbearable day. But it's in the middle of the desert. It's easy to get a stable power supply. It should be combined with the local situation. Chinese experts will propose it innovatively. Plans to build solar power stations, and according to the plan, solar thermal power generation in China as of 2020, the installed capacity of 5,000 megawatts will be achieved. Quite another 50 solar thermal power stations in the Dunhuang Desert were copied. Such large-scale infrastructure projects naturally cost a lot of money. The light is to make the most suitable lenses. It cost 1.6 billion yuan. The cost of the entire power station is as high as 3 billion yuan. Of course, these efforts are worth it. The smiles on the faces of the locals cannot be deceived. There are many countries in the world today. There will be insufficient power supply. The power grids of many countries have not yet covered the whole country. Local governments have also been thinking of ways to solve the problem of electricity. At this time, China built a power station that had never been seen before. Compared with today's China's solar thermal power generation, it will become the first choice in many countries. At that time, I am afraid that it will promote China's international development again. Except for this power station, the original yellow desert turned green in large areas. It also impresses the people of the world. Be aware of it. More than a decade ago, the World Survey Agency has also asserted China is the world affected by desertification, one of the most serious countries. This is because China's land is too vast. The territory also contains many uninhabitable deserts. The entire area of the desert reaches a staggering 710,000 square kilometers, equivalent to the size of 2 Germanys combined. The size of the desert is generally visible. With the rapid development of the economy, there is also a part of the place that was originally an oasis, because overexploitation is now a desert. The Mu-Usu Desert is one of the examples. It is also one of the 4 major sandy areas in China. Historically, it was once a fertile prairie. However, because of the history of war and indiscriminate logging, now it's desert. According to statistics, the area of the Maosu sandy land is 220,000 square kilometers. The maximum amount of rainfall throughout the year is only 440 millimeters. On average, it's almost like no rain every day. The local temperature is also particularly high. All this has brought great difficulties to the work of sand control. However, on the photos of American satellites, it has become an oasis. What was once a desert has become an inconspicuous existence. The local landscape has changed dramatically. The original yellow sand is covered with emerald green grass. Yellow sand in the Maosu Desert during governance, 400 million tons less. China has already managed 80% of its desert landscapes. It is no longer appropriate to call it a desert. Maybe in the eyes of future generations, the Mu-Usu Desert will cease to exist. In its place was the Mu-Woso grassland. American experts can't help but marvel. China has created a miracle. So how did China do such a pioneering move? The answer is actually quite simple. That is sand control and afforestation. Planting trees in the desert is not an easy task. Sometimes just planted small saplings. A strong wind blew. The saplings will be completely destroyed. In order not to let the wind and sand continue to threaten the next generation, sand fighters are constantly fighting against the Maosu Desert. Day after day, we insist on sand control and afforestation. Now if you look at it from the sky, it has been transformed into a vibrant green farm. And the same sand control action in various deserts of China, it is unfolding. This initiative by China directly increased the World Greening Index by 35%. The United Nations is full of praise. Many Western countries plagued with greening problems. After learning the news, they also rushed to the scene. Learn from the experience while your eyes are red. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to click and subscribe to our channel with your lovely finger. Let us know more important things happening in China together. See you in the next issue.